Let's talk about NVIDIA and Palantir. All right, so let's start with NVIDIA. So last video I made about NVIDIA was about 3 weeks ago, right before earnings, and I believe it was right here, right? And I have basically projected that we were gonna go to around 1,020 or come down to around the 900, 800 mark, right? And we actually gapped all the way up above the 1,020, and then after that we had the stock split, right? 10-1, which means that these are 10-1 prices, right? Previously we were like 1,000, and let's just say we would have been at 1,350. Now we're at 135, right? That means stock split 10-1. So, what do I think about NVIDIA right now, right? So NVIDIA has been going up since its earnings about 44%, and year-wise, we are up about. Let's just go over here, January 2nd, up about 180%, right? So the stock is up on the year total 180%. Now, I always try to look for opportunities, right? Now, would this be a good buy here at 135? Well, same thing I said about my video on Bitcoin, right? Yes, but you need to have a 10 times cash on hand to buy at lower prices, right? Stock is always going to come down. It's always, if you look at Apple, so Apple, let me delete this. Apple was at one point, this was the highest point, all-time highs, right? 198. And after the 198, price came at around 165, right? So this is a 16% drop, and then hit all-time highs again right here, 199, for a 17% drop again. And that means that if you bought at 199, you could have bought with a 17% discount over here, and we are now again at another all-time high over here of around 220. We're at 213 right now. So is this a good buy also for Apple? Yeah, it would be. And same thing for NVIDIA, right? Is this a good momentum to buy NVIDIA right now at all-time highs? Well, I guess so, but if you wait and you have the cash on hand to buy at lower prices, it would make more sense, and you can dollar cost average your positions, right? So here I have basically three areas for you to be buying at lower prices, right? So one is the 117 mark over here. Another will be at this resistance over here, right, which is around $96 a share, and the last one be at around the $75 a share. Now, is it possible that price never comes down and breaks these levels? Yes, it is. But if price is willing to move high and make new all-time highs, some point in time it's gonna come down, right? Eventually. Now we can go higher also, and when we go higher, let's just say you go to 150, right? We need to come down and collect those orders for price to eventually go even higher, right? So this is the momentum for you to catch and enter with a higher position size, right? So once you enter over here, just make sure you have enough capital to be entering at lower prices, right? So now let's look at Palantir, right? Palantir just broke the trend line that we had, right? So I had previously this trend line over here with this high and this lower high, right? And we had just touched this third time on the same trend line, but we had such a good buying momentum that we broke above the trend line, and I believe that we're coming towards this area over here on the left, right? So if we touch the $27 a share, I believe we have just one more area before, which is the $29 a share before we move up to the 45, right? I believe this is a clean range, and this should be, once we break 29, next target should be 45. Just like I said also in previous video, I have all of this documented. You guys can just watch previous video, right? So price has not fallen again below the $20 a share, which is great. And now we're just moving up on the weekly, and just our next target should be 27, after 27, 29. And if price falls below the $20 a share, which is a level of support and resistance, you would be looking to buy again at $16 or $15 a share. All right, so this is the video about NVIDIA and Palantir. So let me close it. So NVIDIA, great momentum for you to be buying. Yes, stock and the company is doing absolutely amazing. But again, remember that you need cash on hand to buy at lower prices. All right, so stick around and watch NVIDIA for the long term, and Palantir, same thing, right? This is also, I think, previous video we were probably around the $22 or $23 a share, and if we were, around the $23 a share, we're up 10% on a couple of days. All right, so thank you for watching. Hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.